Hello everybody, I am Andrea Sharpenstein, the instructor for your course this semester. If you are here, that means you've made it to this course successfully, and that is fantastic. Now we're just gonna jump into it. Alright, so when you open the course, you go into announcements immediately, and I will post announcements every week that also get sent to your KCTCS email account. They'll explain what's due and any other extra necessary information you may need. The Getting Started tab, or let's see, start here, click on that. That's where you will go first. You've already been there, obviously, if you're watching this video. But notice that there's no link over here in the introductory video. That is because I am recording it right now as we speak. Basically, what I'm aiming to do here is to just show you the ropes, how we're going to navigate this semester, everything that's on Blackboard, MyLabs Plus, and all of that good stuff. But now we are in Start here. So first, if you ever have any questions, please email me. Here is my email information, and I generally respond within 2 business days. So if you email me on Friday night, I probably will not get back to you until Monday. So just keep that in mind. If you need a quick answer, please email me before Friday. That way you won't have to wait until the start of the next week for an answer. Course competencies. Every chapter you learn about is based on important biological concepts. So let's just read through these. Number 1, you'll be using this analyzing information with a scientific method in chapter 1 and actually in everyday life. So scientific method is pretty important, and once we delve into that, you'll understand that we do actually use that in everyday life. And we use it in every chapter, especially later chapters when we get to the environment and everything else. But here we're going to describe some cellular functions essential to life. We're going to demonstrate some critical thinking about basic biological concepts, which will make more sense to you once we get to environment and sustainability. That's really important, especially nowadays. We're going to look at different evolutionary relationships in different chapters, and we're going to look at the position that we hold in the hierarchy of life, so that humans hold. And then lastly, we're going to look at hereditary patterns and how those are influenced on a genetic level. Chapters 8 through 10, we also have a pedigree assignment that we're going to look at. I think we will have some fun with this. But here we have SkyCTC's academic calendar. So just go through that to know what happens this semester. This is also in the syllabus. Here are some efficient study tips. And now we have plagiarism and how to avoid it. Do not ever copy and paste. That is direct plagiarism and a large no-no. If you use information from a source that's not your own brain, always give them credit, even if you're putting it into your own words. Just cite whatever source you learned it from, because when you paraphrase something, that's also not coming from your own brain, and we like to have whatever source you use cited. So if you don't cite a source, we as instructors usually find those sources and you end up receiving a 0, so don't let that happen to you. Don't copy and paste, and then don't paraphrase without citing. When in doubt, always use citations, and I don't care if you use APA or MLA. Here are 2 links for both of those if you've never cited a source before. So just check those out. Alright, so now let us go into the syllabus. So you will click on this and it'll open up a Word document, but I already have it pulled up right here. So I'm just going to click right here. Alright, so here is my information again with my email. And I am an online instructor, so if you do have any questions, please email me. College contacts, here they are. If you have any on-campus questions, Amy Hurt is the person for you, so she is really, really good. You can reach out to her by email, and here's her phone number. But course structure, let's move on. This course is online. Prereqs, it doesn't have any, but if you're taking this course, you're probably also taking the lab with it. So there's that. Required textbooks and material. Ours is Campbell's Essential Biology, 6th edition, and this is also available as an e-text for you through MyLabs Plus. If you want to purchase a hard copy, you can go through our bookstore, but a hard copy is an extra expense, whereas it's built into MyLabs Plus through Blackboard. So you can access it through there, and I will show you that once we get into MyLabs Plus. Here are course competencies again. For an online course, you have to have easy access to a computer, which means you also have to have easy internet access because it is online. If you don't, then you probably shouldn't take this course online because you'll have to sign in more than once a week, probably. There's not a proctored exam for this course. Don't everybody rejoice at once. But we will have a comprehensive final, and it will be essay format. Let's move on to withdrawal policy. If you would like to withdraw from this course, you must consult with me and fill out the necessary documentation. Also, I will not let anyone withdraw past the withdrawal deadline, which is posted below in our academic calendar. So I would like to emphasize this. If you start this course and you don't keep up to date with it and you would like to withdraw, please note the withdrawal deadlines, okay? KCTCS institutional policies, read through the Code of Conduct. Students with disabilities that need accommodations will be given those accommodations, but they must go through our counselor for the proper documentation. So don't forget to do that. And our person is Dana Cook. Here's her email address right here. That's her phone number. Math and Science Division expectations. We've covered plagiarism and cheating. If you do it, you'll get a 0, so don't do it. There could be more serious consequences, repercussions associated with that, so just avoid it completely. Moving on to email standards and etiquette. Basically, if you email, just be professional, be concise, use full sentences. The better I understand your email, the more easily I can help you. Check your spelling, check your grammar. Please don't email me how you text your friends. I know that most of you have smartphones and a lot of you use them to email instructors, professors, bosses. But just because you're using your phone to email doesn't mean you should email in a texting manner. Emails are great practice for your future, and they really set the tone for what kind of student or employee you are. So you want to present yourself as professionally as possible, especially in this course, given that everything is online. So if you do email me like this, I will respond and ask you to email more professionally. Also, please don't email from a personal email address. Please use your KCTCS email. Our system is designed so that most of those personal email address types get placed in the spam or junk folder. So just keep that in mind and use your KCTCS email to just email anybody on campus. Course time management, read through this. You need to stay on top of things. Note that if you ask me a question, you can find the answer in this video or in the syllabus, and I'll probably direct you there. It's not because I'm dismissing you. I'm just asking you to take advantage of the resources I've worked on and provided for you. So keep that in mind. Also, I wanted to mention, if you ever have trouble with a video, not a video, but MyLabs Plus or Blackboard not wanting to open something, not loading, saying that there's an error, it's usually not Blackboard or MyLabs Plus, it's your computer. And the way to fix that is just to clear out your internet search history, because anytime you open up something new, cookies get downloaded to your computer and they will prevent programs from loading. So just keep that in mind. If you ever get an error, something's not opening correctly, just clear out your internet search history. Another way to fix that is to just use a different browser. So if you have Google Chrome, then use Internet Explorer instead, or Mozilla Firefox instead, and then it should work. But clearing out your internet search history is the fastest way to do that. If you do have trouble with anything, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll have no idea, given that this is not a face-to-face class, and there's no way for me to know if you're struggling in this course unless you communicate. So my email is always open to your emails. Here is the tentative grade breakdown. Sorry, I don't know if you heard that, but my puppy is barking in the background. Just ignore her. Notice that grades are posted about 8 to 10 business days after the due date. I'll get into this in a second about why they're not posted for over a week. And it's because of a short period of time where late work is accepted. So we'll get into that when I talk more about your homework assignments in MyLabs Plus. Again, cheating or plagiarism is not tolerated. So notice this is a big deal. This is the third time it's been posted. No cheating, no plagiarism. Roster verification. This is a big one, so turn those listening ears on. If you do not sign in to MyLabs Plus and do the syllabus quiz by what's highlighted in yellow, then you will be dropped from the class due to non-attendance. And this is for the best, really. In the past, students that are dropped for non-attendance have asked to get back in, and then I'd let them in, and they would fail the course by the end of the semester. I'm not joking when I say that this happens 99% of the time, almost all. So if you are dropped for non-attendance, I will not be inclined to let you back into the class. So complete that syllabus quiz on time. Those that are dropped will not get charged. It will not affect their GPA, and it's the best scenario really all around. So exam and assignment information. Your homework is in MyLabs Plus, and you have up to 4 days after the due date to get any kind of credit for that assignment. It's 20% off your total points each day that it's late. By the 5th day, you'll have 0 points. So first day 20 off, second day 40, then 60, then 80, and then by the 5th day, 100% of your points are unavailable to you anymore, so you'll get a 0. So what does this mean? This means that you should probably finish your homework on time, but that there is a small period of time after the due date to get homework completed. All right, moving on, pay attention to the important dates. Get an agenda or calendar, write these dates down. After the last date of withdraw with a W, which is right here, I will not let anyone withdraw after the last date, basically. Hopefully no one will want to withdraw and everyone performs exceptionally, but if you do want to withdraw, please pay attention to these important dates. Write them in your calendar. Next, we have our course outline, weekly schedule. All assignments are due by 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time on Sundays, unless stated otherwise. You'll have assignments and quizzes in MyLabs Plus and some assignments in Blackboard, like your discussion boards. And you will have a pedigree assignment that I'll email you about once that time gets closer. So now we're going to go back to Blackboard. So here's everything. Going back to Blackboard. Click on My Labs Plus. We've been talking about that a lot. And whenever you want to open My Labs Plus, just right-click on it and open it in a new tab. I already have it open, so I'm just going to go there right now. Let me see. Technical difficulties. Here we go. Is launching. So whenever this opens, you will see, here we go. It takes you to this page, and a course calendar should pop up any second now. Oh, hold on. They have updated this. But if you click on assignments, a course calendar will pop up and all of your assignments will be listed on it. See, there we go. Here are all your assignments. Here's the course calendar with the assignments listed. And this page is probably going to be the most important because it has all of the quizzes and assignments that are available to you. And also I want to note that My Labs Plus will save the work as you go, so you can go in and out as many times as you want. All of these assignments will be due by 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I will not give any extensions because remember of that period of time I told you about. So every day you're late, 20% of your points are deducted. So that means, again, on the 5th day the assignment is late, 100% of your points are deducted, and you'll get a 0 for that assignment by the 5th day that it's late. So just be on time, all right? So let's go over how the grading on these assignments is going to go. If you're doing Chapter 1 homework and you guess and you get it wrong, you lose 15% each try for that question. If you get it right on the first try, it's 100%, of course. If you take about 5 times to answer the question, you get about half credit. So that's kind of how the grading scheme works. And I can see how much time it takes you to answer a question, and I can see all of your attempts. So if there's a 2-second lapse between answers, you're probably not thinking about them. You're just clicking through and missing a lot of points that you could have earned. So sit down, think about them, look through the book. That being said, you'll have to write short open response essay type of questions. And I know why essays. Well, essays are the only things you'll end up retaining after you get done with this course, so don't rush through them. I've had people put spaces or periods or random nonsense in the boxes provided for you in My Labs Plus for your essay answers, and don't do those because I actually do read them and it doesn't reflect very well upon what kind of student you are. So take your time, answer the questions, and you should get all of your points. So notice here that there are quiz attempts. So you have quiz 1, chapters 1 and 2, quiz 1, chapter 1 and 2, attempt 2. Everybody has 2 attempts on the questions, on the quizzes, I mean. And I will take down your highest score, and everyone should get 100%. If you're not satisfied with either your first attempt or your second attempt, then you can email me and I'll reset both of those for you. And if you do worse, then don't worry because I can see all of your attempts and I will still take the highest score. So anyways, feel free to email me as many times as you want for me to reset those quizzes, but remember that I will not email you on weekends, so make sure that you're emailing me before Friday if you do want those quiz attempts reset. And then quizzes must be completed by the due date. Quizzes do not have that late work period of time, so keep that in mind. If you're doing a quiz, it has to be due by that Sunday, 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. Central Standard Time, remember that. That's important because some of you are in the Eastern time zone. So, yeah, keep that in mind. No late work with the quizzes. Again, keep a calendar. Make the syllabus your best friend. Remember, if you email me Saturday or Sunday needing me to reopen a quiz for you, I don't see it until Monday, and that's not good. So just email me before Friday. Deadlines. Let's go back now. Oh, here's an e-text as well. So this is where you'll find Campbell's Essential Biology textbook in this course. But if you don't want to read through that textbook, if you go back into Blackboard, notice PowerPoint's chapter notes video links. I have created PowerPoints and chapter notes for you, and I've created YouTube videos to help you visualize those, and I go through these PowerPoints and these YouTube videos. So please utilize the videos. They'll help you a lot. It'll be easier for you to watch the videos than sit down and read a textbook. People in the past have told me that the lecture videos, these YouTube videos, have helped them a lot in the class. So please do utilize those. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about? Deadlines. I won't extend deadlines. Computer problems are not a good excuse because you have all week to complete these assignments. Don't procrastinate. Murphy's Law, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And you signed up for an online course, which you know needs internet access and needs a good working computer. So, computer problems, again, not a good excuse for not completing assignments on time. Grades take a while to transfer to Blackboard because you get 20% off each day that they're late, remember? So now we're talking about MyLabs Plus again. So I'll have to wait a week after the due date to give everybody time to complete all the assignments before transferring grades to Blackboard. But you will have access to them here in MyLabs Plus, as well as here in Blackboard. So just go down to My Grades and you'll see everything that's provided this semester, grades-wise. And then make sure that the grades in Blackboard match up to your grades in MyLabs Plus. If Chapter 1 homework is different in Blackboard and MyLabs, just shoot me an email. I'll get it fixed for you. Don't wait to say something until after final grades are submitted at the end of the semester. So remember those discussion boards I was talking about? Let's go up here, discussion board. Read the instructions. It's pretty easy. I've already posted my introduction, so just fashion yours after mine, and you should be okay. Going back to PowerPoint's chapter notes video links. You have 3 types of resources again. PowerPoint, the chapter note, video lectures. And students who work through the PowerPoint and chapter notes while watching the videos usually get highest grades because they definitely understand the material the best, they retain most of the information, so by the time they go into MyLabs Plus to do those homework assignments, they do really well on the homework assignments and the quizzes because they use the sources provided for them. So definitely watch these videos, they will help you immensely. Additional resources. You have a library on campus if you need quiet time or computers. And then just read through these other additional resources because some of them you might actually like. Lastly, don't ever be shy to ask for help. The following information is super important. If a computer glitch occurs, again, just clear out your internet search history, erase those cookies, and it should work. Or use a different browser, seriously. This works almost 100% of the time. If clearing out your search history or using a new browser doesn't work, then email me. Otherwise, I'll ask you if you watch the information video, this intro video. Again, not dismissing you, just ensuring that you're using all the resources I've provided for you. But that is all I have for you guys. It's going to be a great semester. I look forward to it, and it should be pretty quick and easy. Alrighty, hope everybody has a great first week.